All right, hi guys. We're now on day 2 of hardly any sleep. So, and I figured I'd just do like a little sketch with me because I can't sleep. So today I've been kind of working on doing a chunk. So kind of just did this like little outline. This is kind of my basic shape that I normally do. I mean, it's a little bit bigger than the base that I normally do. So normally it would just kind of be like, oh, if I had the pencil active, let's do a purple. So normally when I start out things, like I'll start with like a circle, and that's about the size that I want the head, and then you kind of just add all my like people characters kind of have like little cheeks. You can make the head bigger, smaller, whatever. And then usually like this is kind of just my base for the body. And then I usually just kind of like add lines to where, like little nubs where I want limbs to be. But yeah, so usually once I have like the really rough down, then I'll kind of go over it and get it like a cleaner one. So that's what this is. And this is kind of like my reference. I should check and make sure this isn't glaring. And it's not. Awesome. Finally something working to my advantage. Anyway, so these are kind of just my reference pictures. This one I mainly chose because of the hair and the smile and the cheeks and the eyes. This one I really liked just because like the belly, and it's got like his little moobs, and I thought that was hilarious. And then this is the pose that I specifically wanted. So when I started sketching this, I just kind of put arms wherever, and now that I know that's where I want the arms to go, we're going to fix that. So first of all, I think his moves are wrong. I don't think they're like that saggy on that side. There we go, that's better. Yeah, I like that better. Okay. So we're gonna kind of look at this one and see like that's kind of where his moves are. So his elbow is going to be kind of like right here, and then on the other side his elbow is going to kind of be right there. And I just usually use like a little circle to indicate the elbow, and I'm going to erase these other arm nubs because they're going to confuse me. Excuse me. So yeah, and then this comes back, and we've got his fist here. And this one, we're going to put his fist like more over here. You're not really going to see that arm very much. And I'm not really going to I'm not going to do like pants or anything really. I'm just going to kind of cut it off. So we're going to kind of do like one cute little roll. Match it over there. And we're going to do his little belly button. And the reason why I'm not going to like add the shorts or anything is pretty sure I'm gonna do like a banner that kind of either goes up here and then down here or something like that. I don't know. All right, so now the hard part, like the shirt. So like this right here would be really hard to draw on something that's going to realistically end up to be thumb size. So that's kind of silly. So another reason why I chose this one is it's kind of like a simplified shirt. So we're going to kind of do that. He's kind of got the collar going on. Is that, no, that's not dark. There we go. So we're going to do his little collar. And we're just going to kind of have his shirt like, you know, obviously you're going to see the sleeve there. We're going to kind of put a piece of the shirt back there. And we're going to kind of do the same thing over here. Okay, so he's, you know, holding his shirt up. Now, now if you look at his mouth here, it's, you know, it's kind of like an oval. Here he's just smiling. There he's just smiling. I don't know. See, I kind of feel if I do like something like that, it's just, This is kind of, yeah, this is what I do when I'm sketching. No, he's not sad. What am I doing? Okay, I'm liking that. So I think we're gonna go with that shape. And somebody asked on my Instagram, how do I add kawaii elements to my drawings? And really, it's about proportions. So, you know, you have a big head and a smaller body, and in this case, not so much. But, okay, so we'll look at this one. This is Barb from Stranger Things. I was bored and sketching stuff, but she has a bigger head in proportion to her body being smaller. So, and the other thing is too is my kawaii characters, most of them do not have noses. Their eyes are disproportionate to their face, so they're larger, and the mouth being much smaller. Sometimes the eyes and the mouth are much larger. But honestly, there's a whole bunch of like online resources on, you know, kind of like where to, you know, to how to figure out proportions for characters like this. So I think his eyes do that. I don't know, I kind of like that. But I don't know, see if I did them all black like I normally do my eyes. And then, oh my god, I hope you guys can't hear my stomach rumbling. Sorry if you can. Yeah. Okay. So all right, let's see how this looks with like, oh wow. And a lot of this is, the sketching is the part where you kind of, you know, you go in and this is where you make mistakes and this is where you play with proportions and see if you like them, you know, and say, oh, well, I shouldn't have erased that, put it back, but actually I'm kind of liking this this eye shape. So I'm just gonna kind of move it here, put it there, and we're gonna do another one, and we're gonna move it, flip it around first. Okay, I'm liking that. And he's got distinctive, like, big front teeth with like 2 little side ones. So we're gonna add those into the mouth here. Keep changing the brush on myself and it's confusing. Let's move those all down. So here's kind of like the middle here, and honestly I don't like the angle of his mouth. So let's there we go. Now, so here's the middle, and I kind of want like a little, not much of a space, just a little space. Oh, this kind of looks terrifying with those eyes now. I think those teeth are way too big. Put it back. All right. Okay. All right, fill in his eyes. And I kind of want the no. Do his eyebrows. His eyebrows are way high up. Around. There we go. It's a little better. do like, I'm back on the eraser again. Let's try that again. Kind of like to show, you know, there we go. Okay, now he doesn't look like so much of an evil genius. It's still gonna look funny because it's a pencil sketch. It's not, you know, perfect. Give him a little belly line. All right, now the part that I hate. So I think I am gonna do this the easier way, where kind of like how this one did. So we kind of have like a side part here. He's got like a swoop, so. And for me, having different colors while I'm sketching for kind of the area that I'm working on helps me a lot, because otherwise, I think I went too far with that. Yeah. Otherwise I can't, like, I don't know, my brain just doesn't like see where I'm sketching, and I get like super confused. So now here's the, okay, that's kind of turning into girly hair. Let's not do that. We're gonna, oh yeah, he's got, his hair's got like, you know, a lot going on, but I also don't want it to be like too, you know, flowy, because that'll be, you know, he'll look like a girl. And I think that's kind of just like the right amount. Is that. And I think it also kind of gives Chunk like a little bit of a modern twist too. I think he looks a lot cuter. Okay, so, oh, I don't know what that is. Oh, I left a mark over here. Okay, let's erase that. Okay, so now we have our little Chunk, and let's fix his hands, because he's still got twigs. So let's give him, the thing I like, I think like the most about kawaii stuff is that like you don't, hands and feet are kind of not required, and that makes me happy, because I hate drawing hands and feet. I just drew a hand for the October kit. That took forever. It agitated me the entire time. You know, I was constantly like taking pictures of my hand and comparing it to, like, you know, the failed thing I just drew. Okay, there we go. Now we're gonna kind of show his arm back there a little bit. Okay, let's see, I'm gonna do the same thing over here. And see, sometimes even like the elbows don't go, oh, you know what, I think if I do it backwards and I do that from the elbow to, yeah. sometimes even like the elbow doesn't go the way that I want it to. And we're actually gonna, no, that was right. Because he does have a bigger arm. Now, so that I don't get confused when I'm inking this, let's clear all that stuff out. And I'm just, you know, like kind of erasing it so that I know that like those lines don't need to be there. And now we're just gonna kind of sketch out where the flowers are gonna go, and the flowers are legit just gonna be shapes, because again, this is like a super small drawing. You're never gonna see it. That's, you know, I did that when I first started drawing these for stickers, is I didn't even think about the end product being so small, and I was adding all these details that nobody was ever going to see because the sticker is, you know, less than a half an inch tall or half an inch tall, and it just didn't make any sense. So keep that in mind when you're, you know, when you're doing these things, if you're doing them for stickers, that, you know, in the end, like, you don't have to put, like for these flowers, you don't have to put the petals in. A pink blob is still going to show something, you know, and it's Chunk, and people knew that Chunk wore like a floral aloha shirt, so it's going to be fine. So kind of the other thing that I will do on my sketch, these color palettes, okay, set 1, set 2, set 3, set 4, are color palettes that I not only are loaded here, I also put them in, just go into here, I also put them into Adobe Draw. So the same palettes here, and that's so that if I do an outline here and I fill it in over there, I'm keeping the same color codes consistently. Also, another thing that I did do that everybody should do with their printing things is to make sure the colors that you pick, they're going to show up different from here to your desktop or your laptop to what actually prints out on the printer. So you need to calibrate your home computer to print out what you see. And there's tons of tutorials online for that. Oh my God, my neighbor has a loud car. But yeah, tons of tutorials online for that. And I highly recommend doing it because it'll save you a lot of time in the long run, getting angry that things aren't printing right. These are from different kits that I already pre-tested. I know what they're going to print out like this color. Let's pull out this brush so you guys can kind of see it. This does not print out. It's a little more orange on the premium matte paper. On the glossy paper, it's a little bit more red. On matte, it's a little bit more brown. So that's the other thing, is you have to be aware of what kind of paper you're printing on. Yeah, so that color is a little too orange. That one's gonna be too red. I kind of like this one. Let's see. Okay, yeah. And you know what? I think we will do like a couple. Yeah, see, now I don't like that color. All right. I do want to do some highlights with that. Let's see, is that too dark? It's too dark, but okay. It's so hard for me to see. You know what? We're gonna go with this one. This is gonna be our main color here, and we are going to do some darker pieces with that. And instead of the highlight being that, let's do it more of like a sandy brown. And I think actually I am gonna put a couple pieces there. So that's gonna be his hair. His skin tone, he's pretty pink. And I'm not sure. Like, he's fair, but he's also pretty pink. So we're actually gonna go into I see, he's more like that orangey. Okay. Let's look at this. What's this one? Okay, see, like this would be really good for like a shadow. Now if we take this and kind of so I think we're going to do this, but we're going to still, so I'll probably fill him with this, use this with like okay, so let's do another layer. So I'll probably fill him in like that, and then take this one, I'll probably bring this down here. See how that just makes it like a little pinker? And if we go over it again, it's going to be even more pink. I think, and I think I'm going to color him like that. Again, I don't know. Okay, and I think that's pretty much it for, you know what? So we have, I do want one. Oh, it's the other thing, isn't it? There we go. Like I want that for like his belly button and his little nips. His teeth are pretty much going to be white, tongue is going to be pink. And then we have, you know, just like, it looks like the flowers are kind of like this off-white color, but then they also have a little peach in them, and then the flowers are like super flowers. So we're going to do that, and we're going to do this color. Oh, that car is loud. What's with all the loud cars this morning? It's freaking annoying. We'll do some green. Oh, you know what? It's probably like my super annoying neighbor. Who like comes over all the time and asks for money for cigarettes. Like, dude, stop. You never pay us back. We're done giving you money. All right, so anyway, that's pretty much what I do for my sketch. I probably will outline this in Adobe Draw and then color it back in Procreate. So yeah, I'll probably do a separate video on that and maybe merge these all together. I'm not sure. All right, well, I hope you guys learned something, and please please subscribe to my channel and give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Leave comments on other things that you want to see. Yeah. Have a good night. Bye.